Hello and welcome to Fair RC's live stream. You are with Joe today, and yeah, it's Fair RC. We're here to show you some new stuff, and can't wait to get started. We have been away for quite a while, so yeah, it's nice to see you all again. Nice to see all of the familiar guys in the chat. And yeah, chatting away. And I've been reading your comments, so we'll get to some of those topics in just a minute. But yeah, let's hope a few more people can join over the next few minutes, and yeah, we'll be good to go. We've got some really nice new cars to show off today. You've probably seen it in the banner. So we've got the our new Stepside mod for the K10, and that's this guy here. This is the original, and we're going to show you the mod. And we've also got some mods for the FMS Tacoma to show you. And so, yeah, it's we had a couple of quiet months. I guess we had Christmas and we had Chinese New Year, and not a lot of new releases and things like that. So we didn't feel the urge to do a live stream, and we've been super busy as well. So so yeah, now it's a good chance for us to catch up. So I'll just go through the comments, say hello to everybody, and then we'll get started. We have GSG here. Nice to see you. And he says, hopefully Granny will be here tonight. I am hopeful of that as well. I haven't heard from her, but we don't have a direct correspondence normally. So hopefully she's here, a regular at Fair RC live streams. Hello, Gary. Hello, Quins. Hello, Bam Bam. And then we have OG Mikey's room is here. That's great. We have a bit of chat between you guys, kind of speculating about Granny. So a legendary character here at Fair RC's live streams. We have had 2 weeks of spring, says Bam Bam, 1 week of summer, and today back to winter. Yeah, so that's how things are at the moment. Yeah, in Guangzhou, it's pretty good weather here today and yesterday. Nice temperature, perfect for getting outside. Excited to see more about the Stepside, says RC Minecraft Robert. Nice to see you here. Then we have Mark Tulak, and he says, I wouldn't mind a primer gray version of, I'm not sure which one, but we'll be talking about colors a little bit later. And you guys are talking now about SCX30. And yeah, we put out a message on our Facebook recently asking people what they wanted for the SCX30. So we are looking at making parts for that, and Bachatsi is making upgrade parts for that. So yeah, we'll release them as we get them, and I'll show them when we can. But yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff for SCX30 coming out. We've got bumpers, we've got wheels, we've got all the suite of links, and all of the little parts that you can upgrade with added weight and things like that. So that should be very exciting for those who have SCX30s. We've been looking at them. We really like them. I mean, the scale look of the cars is very cool. They have some real classics. So yeah, it's good to be making stuff for that. We don't have a lot of Jeeps here, so it's great to have a Jeep to work on. And it's nice to also work on modern cars like the Bronco, and and having something like that gives us a chance to do some different styles that we maybe don't get with some of the older cars that we sell. I'm more of a 30 Nope guy myself, says Mark Tulak. Yeah, I mean, I think when they first came out, I wasn't really too sure about them either. I mean, I feel like the size of the 18 scale and the 24 scale is already pretty small. Some people complain they're too small to work on and things like that. So 30 is a bit of a challenge. And then also, taking them out is probably is probably not going to happen too much. But I think one thing that's come out of the SCX30s that's really cool is people are making a lot more like indoor courses now, and they can be small enough to like not take up the whole room, and quite fun. So if you go to like Micro Crawler Club, they're making a lot of tables for these SCX30s. And I think that's opening up like a lot of indoor play that maybe you wouldn't have before. So yeah, I think it's really cool. I think people love to have something new anyway. So we'll see if it lasts. You know, this is a kind of novelty for now, something new to play with. But if it has a real lasting culture, you know, like it's great to see a lot of clubs starting up with micro crawlers and things like that. But will you get the clubs starting up, using these SCX30s and really getting into those? I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, very cool. Cool to see something new. And people have been asking if FMS will make one of these. I can't confirm yes or no, but there have been conversations about it. And a lot of talk about the idea to have a Suburban. You need to talk to FMS about that. I think Bam Bam says you've already done that. That's the right place to go. Oh, we have RC Granny in the room. RC Granny, thanks for coming. A lot of people have been asking about you. Thank you very much for joining. And you say, please like with a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and leave a comment, everyone. It's free. Thank you. You know, I always forget this kind of stuff. So yeah, we really appreciate it. So please do click like, subscribe to the channel so that you can be seen in the chat box. And also we've got a giveaway today and you're going to need to be subscribed so that you can take part in that. Okay, so please do make sure to hit the subscribe button. And also just get talking, because we're here as a community. So chat away in the chat box and I may read your comment out and have a discussion about it. The screws on 30s are too hard on the eyes. I sold mine. Oh no. So they use the Phillips head screws because they're so small. There are no hex head screws that really fit. And so, yeah, they can be a little bit god awful to look at. If you're really like, if you're quite fussy about this kind of thing, hex heads are a lot more popular in the RC hobby. We need a 110 Ford crawler. That's a great idea. And need you guys to come out with colored chrome custom bodies to buy. We are looking at bodies, but of course they do take quite a lot of time to do well. So yeah, that may be down the line at some point. We have got a new body coming out, and it's for the FCX24M. That is a new new body for that platform, and it's by Fair RC. It's Lexan. And it's going to be really cool when it comes out and give people something new to play. So let's start. Okay, so I have with me today the FMS K10 FCX18. This came out quite a while ago. It was the first, I believe, the first or second release of the FCX18 chassis. And this is a really cool chassis because it's a metal frame, metal links. It's got 2-speed. It has portal axles, which gives it a little bit more height and clearance. And it's one of the best scale hard body cars that FMS has. Really nice in terms of the proportions and just the overall look. Because it's a hard body, it has a really nice scale look to it. And this, of course, is the 73 version of the Chevrolet K10. And so, yeah, we love this car, and we've done a few mods of it already. But we, one of the best things about this car, and I have to say, I love when FMS do this, the bed is separate from the cab. So that means that the bed can be removed. You can keep the cab and you can put new beds on it. And this is awesome for Fair RC mods, because we get to put new styles of bed on here and completely change the look of the car. Whereas other mods we have, maybe it's just a repaint or something like that. But for the K10, we can really go a little bit, crazy with it. And there are a lot of really cool classic styles that people love that we can do for it. and we work on mostly 3D print stuff. And so this bed that we've made is a 3D print. There may be a plastic version coming out in the future, but for the time being, there's not. There's a really good reason for that, and I will explain it to you when the time comes. But for now, I just need to say that the bed that we've made is 3D printed, and we may have a plastic version in the future. Let's take a look at the box, and I'm going to open it in front of you guys. Okay. And here it is. Nice heavy box, I have to say. It's got some weighted wheels in there, I can feel. So let's open it up. Where have you been, Joe? Thomas Schmidt says. I have missed you. I've missed you too, Thomas. Yeah, we've been busy working. Yeah, we've really ramped up our production on Bachatsi things, and we have so many new projects to go through. And so I've been working on that. I guess I have a really ideal job for a lot of you guys. The fact that I'm involved in making products for these things, and if I get an idea or get a suggestion that I like from one of you guys, then we can make it, and it comes out within a few months. It's a lot of fun. Oh, hope I didn't upset the microphone just then. But here's our RC Mods box, and let's get it open. Just has a little flap here. Okay, and these come in nice foam boxes, the K10s. Okay, FMS are kind of moving away from the foam boxes, it seems, but I love them because I'm presenting them, and the foam boxes are great for presentation. Okay, so let's open it up and have a look inside. Da, da, da. Okay, please come out with a K30 dually. So pumped for this Stepside. It has taken a long time for this to come to market. We started working on it over a year ago, I think. And a lot of things happened which made it delayed. It's stuff that you can't always control in the manufacturing business. I don't want to get my fingerprints on it, but gonna have to. Okay, here we go. Okay, whoa, that is heavy. Look at this beautiful K10. You can zoom in. It's got the wires sticking out, but have a look at that. And it's got a tailgate that opens and shuts. And it's got beautiful outer fenders here that you will recognize from the Stepside K10s. And it's just a beautiful square body, classic car. I'll hold it up with this one. You get the chrome on this side. The chrome's really nice. And over here, we've got black parts, black mirrors and handles. We've got the black bed. There's a bumper that screws on. It's not pre-installed, just to make sure it doesn't break in delivery. But yeah, very nice. So let's have a look inside. So the inside also is not installed, but it has, you can see here, it has several holes here. And this can allow you to mount a spare wheel and tire in 3 different positions. And which is really, really cool. If you want to customize your car in different ways, you can easily take it off, or you can have the wheel and tire in different places to fit in other things in your truck. And this one, let me see what it comes with. This is the spare wheel and tire. Okay, has the hub here. And this is the wheel. This is the Outrider. No, am I right? No, these are the Rogue wheels and the Outrider tires. These tires are really nice, very soft, These are basically Bertrazzi upgrade tires. So they're a lot, the material is a lot better than the stock versions that you get. Also, the size is wider. It's still quite narrow feeling, like the design, and it's quite kind of square around the sides. It's not a round tire; it's quite flat, which gives you a lot of traction and a lot of angles for it to grip onto. Really nice, soft tires, and these Rogue wheels are. It has the Bertrazzi logo just around the outside. The hub goes on. But yeah, I shouldn't really be talking too much about the wheel because with this, the star of the show is the car. But let me just quickly show you what it looks like if it were mounted. And we will get it all installed for you by the end of the show. So have a look. That's what it looks like. And it looks really cool, in my opinion. So let's see what else it comes with. We have a spare brass wheel weight. Now that's been taken out of this one because it weighs the car down a little bit too much on the top. So it's been taken out, but it's still included in the package. And then we also have over here. Oh, let me take this one and open this one up. This will be your roll bar and the mount for the tire and the bumper. So we'll get it all installed so you can see. Whoa. I'll just quickly show you. This is a kind of double tube classic roll bar, and it has lights. They're the same lights that came with the LC80. But yeah, it has these little light buckets. The light buckets do not wire up. It's quite hard for us to get all the wiring up into there without making a mess. It's more of a DIY thing that you might be able to do yourself, but we'll get that all set up for you in the live stream so you can see what it looks like installed. And here is the rear bumper. Very nice. Just a little narrower than the other bumper. You can see the bumper of the original is, if I hold it at the end, you can see that it's quite a bit shorter. So that's nice. That also has a hex style hitch, which you can use for towing and things like that. And what else have we got? We've got a little okay, I think this is just for installing the wheel, but we'll do that in just a minute. Anything else? We have some nice Chevrolet stickers, license plate, stuff like that. And inside the manual, you have a little card for our RC community on Facebook. So join that for a lot of fun discussion and sharing. And we have a sticker pack as well, which comes with this car. So it's very nice. And here's the transmitter. Okay, transmitter is a standard FlySky transmitter, but comes with those dip switches. So it's very easy to use. The dials can adjust the steering trim and dual rate, the throttle trim and dual rate. There's a switch here, which can be used to switch to first gear and second gear, and there's a neutral as well. And then there's also the light button. Now let's have a look a little bit more detail at this car before I send it off to be installed. I don't know if I should show it to you too much before we go, but let's have a look at the colors. So this color is kind of a it's a deep red with a very kind of charcoal black gray two-tone. It did get a lot of comments on Facebook. Some people are not too keen on this style, perhaps looking a little bit unorthodox. But first of all, I just let you know we were working within the constraints of it being two different materials. You can go back a little bit now. So there was the one issue with the painting is that the body is ABS plastic, the bed is nylon 3D printed, and so we tried several things to try to get the same color to go on both the bed and the cab. And we couldn't. Like, I don't know if it's some issue with the way that things are done manufacturing, but it just couldn't be done, and we couldn't get an exact match. And so we ended up realizing that we had to have a kind of two different colors, and we had to have a transition between. And so we created this, and it gives it a kind of racy look. And I think one of the cool things we've done is just give it our own expression, you know. And maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it, but for me, we all think it's pretty cool here, and we like it. And you know, creative things may not appeal to everybody, but you got to do what feels good for you. So yeah, we have. I like this kind of diagonal line. It gives it a bit of motion feeling. The dark bottom gives it a bit more kind of. It lowers the body a little bit, and breaks up the style a little bit. I think the darker body also makes it feel a little bit more practical. You know, the panels maybe get scratched up a little bit and things like that. So painting it dark makes sense, and also having a very kind of utilitarian design for the bed is quite cool. But we are working on getting a more classic look. So if you love this this kind of bed, but you're looking for something that looks a little bit more standard or classic, we are working on that, and we just couldn't wait any longer. We have to release this because the bed is such a fantastic addition, and we just had to get it out there so you guys can start working on them and enjoying them. So I hope you like them, and we do over here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pass this over to my team, and then we're going to install these parts. Have to make sure it's all there, and then we'll bring it back a little bit later to have a good look. Okay, and a drive. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's put these away, and I have some other cars that we're going to be showing you very, very soon, but I'm going to catch up with some of your comments and see what you think, see what you've been talking about, and then we'll go and have a look at the new Tacoma mods as well. Okay. Just see how many comments you've got. Awesome truck, says Mark Chulak. Jacob Carter, I love that Stepside. Great job. The bed is great, says Frank Moen. Thank you very much. We have put a lot of work on that, and I want to talk to you about the details. Okay, we're just wondering whether to install the parts on a new bed, which will the one that I just opened, which will take a bit longer, or to put it on an older one that there's only one part that's missing, and we can install it on there. But that one's a little bit scratched, and I just want to give you the new one, so it'll take a little bit longer to install it. Love that you can have it empty. Nice touch. Yeah, first of all, I want to give a big shout out to some of the people who worked with us on this project. So first of all is William McHugh. He's a 3D printer in America. He's also a young guy, and you know, he's going through college and graduation and stuff during the time that he's making it. But he did a lot of engineering work on this bed before we even got our hands on it, and we've had several engineers working on it as well, but he's the one who started the project off and did a fantastic job coming up with a lot of the details like that. So thank you very much for William McHugh. He's very, very knowledgeable about classic cars, and so we've really enjoyed working together with him, and all of the accurate scale details were made by him or advised by him, and also our correspondents, Larry's Big Ass Gas Garage, and Quinn's RC. They gave us a lot of feedback about the lines of the body and things like that, that really helped our project. So thank you very much, you guys, for that. And if you want to get involved in giving us feedback and stuff, the best way to start is just go to our community, give us your thoughts. You can message us directly and just share the knowledge that you have. And we're always very, very happy to tap into that knowledge in the community. So yeah, awesome. And then we have GSG says definitely looks cool. Never really noticed big difference between brushless and brushed when crawling. FMS have great crawling with 2-speed tyranny. Tranny, I think you mean tranny, not tyranny, but yeah, I'd agree with you there. So some people were requesting that we get a brushless motor in there, and when we get a brushless motor from Bertrazzi or FMS, we may very well look into putting that into a mod for the K10. As we speak now, we don't have that brushless motor available, and so we're working with what we've got. And the brushed motors are fantastic, really good motors. I don't think I think that brushless has become a bit of a buzzword. People would like to see it, but it has its drawbacks as well. So there's the brushed motors are very good. Brushless is also very fun. I enjoy the slow modulation as much as anybody else. But there's less cogging and things like that with the brushed. And so yeah, we've got this car is on a brushed motor, and is doing very, very well. Okay. Congrats on 150,000 followers on Facebook, says CK4RC. Thank you very much for noticing that. That's awesome. And yeah, thank you for being a follower. If you're subscribed to our Facebook channel, we do put a lot of effort into making content for the Facebook pages, and you'll see all kinds of photos and videos that you might not see in other places on Facebook. What about a fair RC trailer? That's an awesome suggestion. We have been working on a trailer actually, so keep that in mind. It may not come out immediately, but it's in the works. It's nicely out-kitted. It looks really good, says Ascend. Like a gray with the black bed would be cool. And how long before just the bed is available? So we will be releasing the bed separately. We don't have a specific date for it yet. And so basically our idea was that the people who bought the Stepside bed should have a moment to enjoy that. And so we want to be able to put for people to put out their photos and things of their Stepside bed mod before we release the Stepside itself. After that's kind of happened and people have had their chance to share and just enjoy the fact that they've got a Stepside, then we will release the Stepside 3D printed part separately. We need a purple K10 so that I can get it for my girlfriend. She loves everything purple so much that I custom painted her FCX10 body purple, and my Celica Tamiya Toyota is purple and she loves it. So we had a couple of purple mods recently. We had a purple LC80, and we made one special purple Tacoma for it was a prize for one of our Facebook community challenges. And we put a lot of upgrades on that and things like that. And that's very cool. It looked very cool, and it's a shame that we only had it as a prize. We said it would be an exclusive mod, and so that color is taken now for the Tacoma, which is a bit of a shame. All matte black with chrome grille and bumper would look good, says Takuro Spirit. Thank you for these suggestions, and we do really we take them all in. It's a nice color combo. Could always cab swap it. Definitely classic rugged looking truck. And is Hobby Plus still going to make a Terranaut trailer? I'm not sure about that, RC Granny. I'm not sure. You'll have to ask them. We haven't heard about that from Hobby Plus. Love how you guys something this and get feedback from your faithful customers. Keep up the great work, says Frank Moen. Thank you very much. Hey, William, awesome work on Stepside. Is William here? Oh, William McHugh's here. Nice to see you. Yeah, great. Thanks very much for joining. And I just gave you a shout out. I don't know if you heard it, but yeah, thank you very much for all the work you did with the Stepside mod. It was fantastic. And I think sometimes for these classic American things, you have to get the opinion of real American people who have lived with these trucks. And so tapping into the RC community in America was really important for that. All right, guys, I'm going to open up the next mod, and this is the one that we're going to be giving away at the end of the show. So let's have a look. Okay, I have it here. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter, and this is the Tacoma mod. And we brought it out a little while ago, but we didn't have a live stream. So here we are now. Okay. Okay, and who else is here? William Hall, nice to see you. Bad Wolf, Jeff Makovich is here. And here we go. Yeah, slightly smaller box. This is 24 scale, whereas the K10 is 18 scale. So there is quite a noticeable difference between them. If I can, there we go. This seems to have parts inside. I've never seen this one before. Okay, let's have a look. This has the transmitter. Okay. So the transmitter, this transmitter is the one without the dip switches, which is really, I mean, it's got all of the features that the other one has, but it's just, you have to remember some combos to get it working, to be able to like adjust different settings and things like that. Wow, this is this is maybe the brightest mod that we've ever had. Wow. A lot of people were asking for orange colored Tacomas, so that's what we did. Have a look. And it's a very simple mod. Just repaint with updated wheels and tires. So we'll look at those in a minute. Let's see how I can get this out most easily. Okay. It's a little bit of a challenge. Let's see, I think we open it this way. And there's a zip tie in there. My left hand is not cutting it. Let's try my right hand. Okay, got it. And then one on this side. Okay. Got it. Okay, so these boxes are a little bit less fun to present, but they do the job. They do the job. If you're just a customer, then these will work just fine for you. Let's take this plastic off. This is really nice, bright orange paint job. And, we try our best to listen to our customers for all our mods. And so although it's a simple repaint, this is the color that a lot of people asked for. And also we noticed a lot of people were painting their FMS TRD, or is it TRD? Tacoma style wheels, painting them to have this kind of cog looking effect, which is what you'd get on the standard stock wheels of the Tacoma. And so we decided that we would make CNC versions and people could have the real, shiny metal look that they were going for. So, we're trying our best to kind of follow what people are really after for these mods. And these wheels were made specifically for this Tacoma by Bertrazzi. They're aluminium, and they have wheel weights inside. So they give your Tacoma a nice bit of extra weight. The tires, so these are 0.9, whereas the original Tacoma wheels are 0.8. And so they're tiny bit bigger. Okay, so that gives it a slightly more ground clearance, probably. And it gives it a nice look. Now, one of the cool things you might have noticed if you've already got a Tacoma is that if I open it up, take the foam out, the Tacoma has different mounting holes for your shocks, and it also has different mounting holes for your post, the body posts. So what you can do is you can put bigger wheels and tires on these guys without it rubbing on the body. So you just need to put the shocks on the lowest setting and then the post on the highest setting. And it gives you a bit more space so that you can do that. These ones didn't even need to be done like that because the size is not that much difference, but you can see the interference is pretty good. That's with it flexing, and you can see it's not rubbing on the fenders. So these are slightly larger FMS tires, but they're really nice and soft actually. For like, if I just compare it to the older K10 tires, there's a real difference in how soft these guys are. These are softer, I'd say. And yeah, the size, does it have the size on there? It does. It's very hard to see. It says 4.6. I'm not sure what that means because normally it will be in millimeters. But yeah, they're a little bit bigger than the stock. So yeah, it gives it a nice look and it gives it a little bit more traction, a little bit more ground clearance. And yeah, overall, really nice. This Tacoma is is on the FCX24M. You can see I just showed you the chassis inside. It has a nice 2-in-1 transmission, as do a lot of the FMS cars. Brushed motor. It has a battery which is 380. Is it normally 380 milliamp LiPo battery 2S, and metal frames. It has plastic links, plastic drive shaft, metal gears inside, and overall a really nice, capable chassis. So and a really nice scale hard body look to it as well. So we're gonna turn it on, get some driving, and see what it does. Let's have a look. I'm gonna just get your feedback in the comments first. Could you zoom back out for a little bit? Easy Boy RC is here. Sorry, I'm late. I just got home. We sent Easy Boy RC recently a Terranaut. So when he gets that, he'll make a cool video for it. So do check out his channel. I love that every first FMS K10. I think you mean the very first. Is that the not the FCX18 platform, but the very original one? So that shows how long you've been following FMS. That's awesome. The Tacoma is my favorite FCX24M so far. It's definitely more of an American truck. So we had the Land Rovers, and they're really cool camel trophy style. But this one is maybe more familiar to American owners. And it's also just something a little bit new to the hobby. It's nice to have a modern car that also feels very, authentic off-road style. So yeah, I love the Tacoma too. Do you have an FCX24 to compare in size to the Tacoma? Says the real Cletus, and I'm sure we do. Let me just check. We have a White Blaze K5, and you can see the difference here. Well, this is a pickup, so it should be a lot bigger, but they're about the same length almost. And the K5 is a lot wider than the Tacoma, you can see. And let me see if there's got a Unimog. This Unimog is also 24 scale. And although it was originally marketed as 18 scale, I think it's the height difference is, yeah. So this is 24 scale, but it's not the true 24 scale. 24M is more like a truer 24 scale, although I'm not sure if the proportions are exactly a match, but you can see there. I have a cool wooden bed on here. And what else do we want to compare it to? Maybe a couple of the Land Rover mods that we've got. We have the D90, and it's tiny compared to the Tacoma. How do I do that? Have a look there. It's tiny, so cute. Okay, and then we have the D110, which of course is the bigger version, and a lot more comparable, these two. Trying to keep it center, sorry. Okay. Okay, so let's put these two guys away. Okay, I'm going to put the batteries in. Let me just finish off the comments. Sweet, looking forward to getting a set, says RC Minecraft Robert. That's awesome. I'm torn between wanting the black mamba or the orange. They both look amazing. I'm glad you mentioned it because we do have the black mamba here to show. This one's been taken out, so it has slightly muddy tires, but apart from that is in good condition. This is another mod that we did. This is also on the same tires, but this has different wheels. These black and red wheels really set off the black body of the Mamba. Very cool. I'm trying to remember the name of these. These are called the Night Racer, something like that. Night Racer wheels. Also, they have a brass wheel weight, so you can have a look at our mods. They're both really nice. Kind of a little bit more. They get your attention a little bit more than the grays and the blues of the original FMS cars. Yeah, let's clear some space, and we're going to drive the Tacoma, and then we're going to do a giveaway for the orange one. In fact, yeah, I think it will just be the orange one. That's what I've been told. Okay, so let's open it up. So it's very easy to get it started. The battery should hopefully have a little bit of charge on it, but you should normally give the battery a full charge when you get it out the box. And just plugs in very simply. Very simply. Oh, the straps come off, but yeah, we can put that on. I didn't think it came off on one of the sides. I thought that it normally stayed on, but maybe I just took off the wrong side just a minute ago. Let's take this bit out. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, that's just to protect the body when it's in transit. And so that should turn on now. The power button, remind me, is down here. Okay. And the transmitter and batteries. Okay, let's see if it works. Did I turn it on? So if I press it, turn it on, then the lights should go on. Okay, very modern white lights. And the transmitter. Come on. Sometimes it takes a minute to make a little connection. Hopefully that's going to work. I might need to bind it. I think I've got the right one. Yeah. That didn't work. Let's try and bind it, see what happens. Just turn it off again. So to bind the transmitter, if you've not done it before, you turn the transmitter on. And then there's a bind button just here. And you hold that down while you turn the car on. Did that turn on? I think so. But that's not working. Okay, let me just try again. Okay, I'm gonna give that to my colleague and we're gonna figure that out. Okay, it's probably just my mistake somewhere. I'm pretty sure that there's a connection. Yeah, let me go through some comments. Do you have an FCX24 to compare? Oh, okay, I already read that one. I'm torn between wanting the black Mamba or the orange. They both look amazing. If you'll send me stuff to review, it would be legendary. Well, we do want to be legendary. You have to, basically, you have to establish your channel before you get stuff to review. I think I just heard a connection noise. Yeah, there we go. All right. And so let's run it on the table, just empty. Has it got something? It's not quite making it. Okay, there we go. Make sure the Velcro's strapped in properly. Okay, that's backwards. So steering throttle reverse is on. Let's turn that back off. Okay. And here we go. Okay, that took a little bit more than we normally do, but yeah, very cool little performer. And you can switch it to first gear. Okay, let's show you the modulation in different gears. So in first gear, the slowest. Can you zoom in? Oh, launch it time, Joe. There we go. Granny's in the house. Launch it. I'm yelling at my phone. Damn, I'm late. What's up? Sorry, Real Cletus. Wrong transmitter. I don't think it was wrong because we had the other transmitter. No, you're right. Yeah, this is the K10 transmitter. Okay. Well, we got it. I didn't even know that the K10 transmitter could connect to the Tacoma. So because they're different. But yeah, that's something interesting. We got it in the end. Let's look at the modulation of the wheels. Okay, very slow. And then this is the fastest it goes in first gear. And then we're going to switch it to second gear. You can see the difference in speed. It also goes really slow in second gear. Sometimes it can trick you into thinking that this is the crawler mode. But then when you actually try to crawl with it, you find that it's not quite as good. So then you need to switch it. When you're trying to crawl over rocks, you need to switch it to first gear. And steering is not that sharp, but let's see if we can, how high it goes if we turn it up to max. Let's just have a quick look. That's as far as it goes, I think. Okay. And the response on the transmitter is really good. Okay, let's see if it can crawl over stuff. So we have a few little pieces here. We have a hill to climb over. This one's really challenging, actually. It has a very sharp little knock here that tires do have a little trouble getting over. But let's have a look. Switch it to crawler mode and get it up and over. Easy, too easy. Let's slow it down, maybe. Let's see how it goes if we slow down. We're giving one of these away later. So do stay tuned. So easy. That's the easiest I've ever done one of these. Okay, let's try it the hard way. Now this it doesn't normally succeed up this way. It's very steep. So this one is for those On this side, you've got like, after you've upgraded it a few times, and then you can see if you can really make it up this steep hill. There, we got it. We got it. Very, very smooth. Very smooth. All right, so that's the hill. Let's try something else. A little bit of articulation. I'll do it towards camera if I can. It's a bit hard to get. Can you go out any further? How do we get that mountain to crawl? We are, Bertrezzi is making these as we speak. They're preparing the packaging and the manuals. So they will be available on FairRC's website quite soon. Yeah. Okay, nice and easy. That one. Maybe if the wheels were a little bit wider, it might be a bit more of a challenge. Then we've got the seesaw. Okay, so we're just going to go up and over first time. And then we might launch it. Yeah, see what happens when we launch it over this. Okay, nice and easy. But let's see if we can make a balance. Can we adjust it so that it just kind of stays in the middle? That's going to be tricky. Okay, nice and steady, nice and steady. Come on, we just want it to stay kind of balanced in the middle. Oh, yeah. Okay. You can see I've been in China with my IRs. No, it's really tricky to get that balance. Okay, I'm going to launch it. This is going to be a catastrophe. We need something soft to land on. We've got the Stepside bed back, and I'm going to show you that very soon, but it's looking good. Now, I don't know what's going to happen when I go over to the other side because it's going to drop down. Maybe I just hold it up and see what happens when we launch it. Can you catch it? Try and catch it. Okay, are you ready? Okay, 3. Give it a little bit more space. Go back a little bit. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Okay, ready? Go. It didn't get very far. We need to go a bit. Maybe if we did it a little bit, if it wasn't quite so steep, it might be a little bit better. It didn't get very far. It's not a monster truck, guys. Let's go. Hey, we got it off the table this time. Okay, that was fun. Okay, one more time. One more time. Our camera guy's getting good at catching them now. Hey. Okay, very good. A for effort. Nice. So, and the last one that I'm going to show you today is this little one, also for articulation. So we're going to go over. Now, what this does is it just gives you, one wheel will need to go up high, the other one will go down low, and it will alternate. So that really tests the articulation of the suspension. And you'll see it shouldn't be too much of an issue for this crawler. It is a little bit hard to line up the wheels. Oh, let's switch it back to crawler mode. All right, I'm trying to get some space on this side, but not a lot of space. There we go. Nice and smooth. Too easy, too easy. What you want is just enough challenge to make it fun, really, don't you? This one's very cool, and maybe the FCX30 would have a bit more trouble on these. You might want to make some of these for FCX30. What do you think? Yeah, it's fun. There's sometimes when you're at home and you want to play these cars, there's not a lot of stuff that you can set up to crawl on. I've tried books and stuff and they end up falling over. You shouldn't really crawl on cushions and fabric because it can get stuck in the axles and then, really wear down your gears. So these are really awesome just to play at home, set a few up around the house. And yeah, they're easy to flat pack and put away as well. Okay, let's do our giveaway. And then I want to show you some more things about the Stepside bed mod. Okay, so turn the truck off. Thank you. Thank you. Let's turn it off here. And also the transmitter. Yeah. Yeah, and now we're going to have to bind that to the Stepside bed mod. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so who wants one? Yeah, these are really awesome. They look great. Aluminium wheels already. And we're going to have one going for free today. Okay, so we're going to do a giveaway. All you need to do is write the word orange, 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 orange. And and I'm going to count down from 10, and I'll take a screenshot on this iPad. You can see it's going. It's a little bit delayed, but it's going. And I'm going to count down from 10. And when I reach 10, I'll take a screenshot. And whoever is at the very top and not cut off at all will win the prize. Okay, are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7. Don't say yellow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay, we have a winner. And the winner is Josh Smith. Josh Smith, congratulations. Focus, yeah, over my face. Josh Smith, congratulations. You are the winner of today's giveaway, and you win a free orange taco mod. Congratulations. Now, to claim your prize, all you need to do is email support@rc.com and let us know that you won, and we'll set you up with that prize. Okay, so congratulations. That's a really nice little extra for watching today's show. If you didn't win, don't worry. We have more giveaways in the future. And who knows, it might be you next time. Okay, so let's put this one away for now. And I'm going to bring back out the Stepside mod. This is fully installed. Oh, it's not fully installed. This is the other one. The one that I said that we didn't want to install the bumper on. There we go. It was a bit scratched up. This is it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we've got the bumper on. Need to get better lighting on these things. But yeah, let's have a look at this in a lot more detail now. So this one, the hood opens up. If you're not familiar with the K10, this is where you'll find your electronics in there. You have your ESC and your battery. So you don't need to take off the whole body every time. Easy access, and quite nice to have that kind of scale feature as well. Then we have inside this mod, we have the driver. Okay, so this is another feature that you don't get on the stock K10. Let's take that off. You can see a lot better. Really nice scale interior there. And then we've got this roll bar attached, installed now, and it's got the lights on. The roll bar, yeah, again, is very scale looking. You may have a little bit of stiffness when you're screwing in here, but because we just want to have a good grip, so it doesn't feel loose. But you can see here, very sturdy. Yeah, so just you might need to give it a little bit of force. We have a manual for the instructions. If you are a little bit confused with installation or anything like that, just check the instructions, and we'll be sending those out to customers today, and including them in the box. So yeah, so if you're not sure about those, then don't worry. You can always contact our support as well. We have the nice bumper installed. Let's have a look at these fenders and the lines. We put a lot of effort into making these look scale, but also you have to appreciate the challenge of making space for these large wheels and tires to move around. So we couldn't make them as close to the wheel and tire as maybe you might see in some real life version. So we just gave you a little bit more space while at the same time really respecting the lines. I love the fact it's kind of straight, but also has a tiny curve to it. around the edges, which looks really fantastic. You'll see here as well that it's very nicely lined up with the front fender line. And yeah, just that angle here is the same and matching to this one, as close as we could get it. So yeah, just the really nice scale look. The bed of the original is fantastic, but it's, it's a lot simpler. It's a lot simpler, straight edges. It has its lines, it's cool details. Its lines, but it is a lot less complicated, and that's why you don't see so many of these Stepside beds, on the market. It has very cool lights at the back. These lights, sorry, I'm trying to look at the video while talking. Yeah, these lights are as kind of square looking and in exactly the right place for the Chevy K10 Stepside bed. So it gives it that real look. Now, in the future, we are going to have a customizable name on the back tailgate. So you'll be able to write your own name on here, or you could ask us to write the word Chevrolet on the back, or something like that, and have that really nice scale look at the back as well. So this is what it looks like with the wheel and tire installed. Really sweet. Let's turn this on and get the lights working and give it a quick run. Okay, so why did I take out the batteries? Okay, the power button is inside under the hood. I'm not sure if you can reach it from in here. No. So let's pop open the hood. Now, one easy way to pop open the hood is just fit your finger underneath the fender and push it up from the bottom. Maybe on the other side as well. Okay, so the power button is very easy to find. It's central and white. And we're just going to plug it in here. Oh, okay. I'm just going to turn that on for you so you can see the lights coming on. Really nice. And just push the hood down a little bit before you close it. And I'm just going to circle through the lights so you can see. Okay, front first. Oh, yeah, I need to bind it. Yeah, of course. Okay, let's try and just turn that on like that. No, it's normally the other way, right? Okay, let's bind it. Okay, so there we go. I love the connection noise when the wheels just suddenly straighten perfectly. So satisfying. Okay, there we go. Let's cycle through the lights. Okay, that's low beam. I think there's a high beam as well. Now, it would be very cool to have these wired up. We may look into getting some kind of design where we can thread the wires tidally into these buckets, and it's still looking good. And then again, high beam. And then we've got blinkers. And then turn off. Let's see, is there indicators? No indicators. Now, there is a way to get the indicators on, if I remember rightly. I'm just going to try it. If you want indicators. Okay, I think it's like this. And there we've got it. Okay, we've got indicators as well. So you can have indicators or you can have no indicators. I'm going to try and turn it off. See if that works. There we go. Genius. Okay, and have a look at the lights at the back. It's hard to see in this camera, but they look super cool from the back in red. And of course, there's no indicators, but yeah, it's nice to have the lights on the back. And yeah, what do you guys think? Let us know what you think about this mod, what you think about the bed, and anything else that comes to your mind. I'll go through the comments. That's a really nice feature. You guys should add that to all models. I do believe that it's on FCX18s now, all the new ones. Can you show us the FCX18 LC80 black line brushless mod? I can show you briefly if I've got it. I cannot see it in the back here. Can you guys see it on the camera anywhere? The black LC80 with a red line across it. But it's here? No, this is not the black line mod. You mean this? No, it's the one with the red line. Okay, I think maybe we might have to show you that another time. My colleague's just checking on it now. Love those rear lights, says GSG. Looking to see new colors in the future. There will be. It's on your left, my left over here. So, no, I don't think it's there. There's an LC80, but it's not the black line. There's this awesome green one. Okay, we've got it, but we've been testing on it, and we have a 3D printed part on it. So it's not a completely it's not a completely new version. So normally this is black, this part here. This is just our 3D print sample on it, but this is the black line mod, and a very cool one. It's been out and got dirty on its tires. And there is the new bumper. Yeah, that's a great idea, because I do need to show you that we have a new bumper for LC80. Have a look. And yeah, this is a very cool one. It's got adjustable positions, so you can bring it forward if you ever want to. And it's got bucket lights, or you can switch it up, and it's got these crossbars instead. And so you can customize it yourself and just add that really nice scale, strong protection to the front of your LC80. Another thing that's just come on sale recently that you can find on our website here is we've come up with a spare tire delete system, where we've got this tool mount at the back, where you basically we replace the spare tire, which adds a lot of weight to the back of your car, with something scale and cool looking, like this shovel and jerry can. Okay, so this is a 3D printed part, and this one is iron, is it? Some kind of metal. It's a metal. So yeah, there are a few parts on this black line that haven't been released, and the fenders probably will not be released. These ones, so they won't be released separately. And this part here, we are working on releasing this eventually. So this camper, it opens, but it doesn't have any fabric inside. It has a little stand like that. And then you guys can DIY the rest. So basically it's openable. We are working on fabric, but that's just a material that we have not got experience in. So we're going through it, working on it. And that's basically it. That's the black line, and very cool mod. This is a brushless motor. Nice stickering. This was made specifically for this mod. And yeah, one more thing to note, two more things to note, is that we're releasing stuff for the Tacoma very soon. You see the snorkel here? We've made one for the Tacoma. It requires drilling yourself, but we've made a little template where you can drill it, but you'll have a scale snorkel available soon. We're going to be bringing out these wheels. I'll just show you quickly. we've got a few more 3D printed parts for the Tacoma coming up as well. So we have the brass wheel weights, and we have these Y-spoke wheels coming out very soon for the Tacoma. And these are coming out in lots of different sizes as well. So if you're looking to pick one up in 1.0 or 1.2 or 1.9, they will be available soon. For the bigger ones, we've got cool little hubcaps in the middle. These ones we don't because they're too small. But the bigger ones have really nice looking hubcaps. So that's basically it. I just dropped one of those wheels, hopefully not scratched. All right, guys, it's been lovely speaking to you, and hopefully you've enjoyed what I've shown you today, and give you some ideas of what your next car may be. Please do click like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. See you.